God gives me these incredible visions of what I am to sculpt. And he puts it on like an easel or whatever and spins it around and shows me all the angles so that when I wake up, I've got a fresh piece in my mind and I can't wait to start working on it. You think of the power of a tornado. If you could freeze frame a tornado, what's in there? I mean, and I just pictured an angel just freeze frame like, yeah, I'm in here, I'm gonna rough you up. The Bible describes them as masculine, warring, beautiful, but they're warring and they're always ready for battle. And if I can get a very fierce look, I've done my job, because if you can see how fierce something like this would be fighting for you in the way they fight, you want it to be as fierce as possible. Every time you go to a Christian bookstore, you see these weak-wristed, non-combative angels. And if you knew my story of my entire life, you'd know I've had warring angels watching over me. Oh, the car accidents, the motorcycle wrecks, the fights, guns to my head. I've buried almost all my friends. They're all dead. You know, all the guys I thought were so important, they're all gone. They're all dead. You tell me there's not an angel that look like these that are protecting all of us. They're awesome. I learned a lot in those years that I backslid. And then when I gave my heart back to the Lord, when I came home from the Alaska Pipeline, that's when I said, make me an artist. And he says, you already are one. David Sorella saw my work somewhere and called me up and said, can you do that same piece, only I want him with legs? And I'd never even thought of doing it, because in my visions, this is no joke, in my visions I've never seen him below the waist. So I'm like, well, I can do it, but I'm not sure, do angels wear shoes? The first thing you have to do is build an armature. I sculpted the foam with rebar so that it'll hold hundreds of pounds of clay. Then you clay it all up, you rough it out, you get it to the image you think you want, then you make a mold. You take that to the foundry, they pour wax, and then you take the wax and you make the hard shell mold. You put it in an oven and you bake all that wax out. From there you flip it over while it's still good and hot, and you pour your molten bronze in. When the bronze cools, you shatter that hard shell, chisel it all off, sandblast it, and then weld it all back together. Like the exalter that we're doing, there's probably 100 plates. So a lot of people will come up to me and with tears in their eyes and say, they're like, man, I don't know what this thing's doing to me. And I go, I don't either, but it's cool. Or while I'm sculpting them, I don't know that part. I just know what I have to do this piece, because it's when it's in my head for the next 3 months and I got to get it out. And the only way to get it out is to finish the piece. I had a trucker come up to me and he goes, I understand you're the guy they pointed you out to me, and I'm trying to walk away, and I'm like, yeah, I'm the guy. And he started bawling. I'm like, what? And he goes, that angel, I don't know what it does, man, but I every time I look at it, I start weeping, and I'm like, I want people to be able to see the Holy Spirit. I want them to be able to look at one of these and see the glory of God. I think a lot of people are going to be very surprised when they see a real angel.